Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. We're going to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Daily Dead, Walking Dead video topic. This one will be talking about who will be the next villain in the Walking Dead television series after the Governor. Right, so we have 8 episodes remaining for the second half of the Walking Dead Season 4. And basically, it's been confirmed already that we're going to see a good amount of stuff from the comic books. It looks like we're going to be seeing most of Here We Remain, which is a trade paperback from the Walking Dead comic book series. Basically, just of all of the characters in Rick's group being separated all over the place, trying to survive, and then eventually finding their way back to each other. And they meet up at Hershel's farm in the comic book series. So I'll be interested to see if they do the same thing in the TV series, although I do think we've seen enough of the farm. Season 2, we were at the farm the entire time, pretty much. And I think it was used enough, and I'd like to see maybe some new locations instead. That said, if they're going to go a different route than have it be exactly the same as the comic book series, what will we see in terms of a villain to fill in after, the Governor has gone, of course. Now, from what I've heard online, to me it sounds like a no-brainer that we would see the Hunters from the comic book series. Those you guys who have not read the Walking Dead comic book series up to this point, the Hunters are basically a group of kind of, I want to say losers. Yeah, they're basically losers. At least that's the sense I got when I read the comic book series. And basically, they're not good at hunting. They've run out of food at this point because, we're a couple years into a zombie apocalypse. So they have basically nothing to eat. They're starving, essentially. And they don't know how to farm. They're not Hershel. They don't have a Hershel on their team. They're not Rick. They're not that smart. They just seem to be kind of dummies that basically are evil and have been able to gather some guns, some weapons, and things like this. And what they basically do is they hunt people. They hunt other survivors in that world, and they have turned into cannibals, basically cannibalism. So they're some of the darkest characters in all the Walking Dead comic book series, and I'm really excited to see them on the Walking Dead TV series to see how they interpret that kind of like dark, evil villain. Because say what you want about the Governor, he's pretty nasty. He's pretty evil. But he doesn't eat dudes. He doesn't capture people and eat them. That's about as dark and as brooding as you can possibly get. So in the comic book series, those are the next main villains that we encounter on the road of Rick and the group going to Washington, D.C. That said, in the TV series, I feel like something else is going to happen for some reason. From what I've heard online, I've heard a good number of people say, and in articles and things like this, and rumors, that we're not going to see the Hunters in season 5. Even though the Gareth character, played by Andrew J. West, looks strikingly similar to the leader of the Hunters, Chris, from the comic book series. People, still what I've heard online in rumors, is that we're not going to see the Hunters this season. We're not going to see them until season 5. I hope that's not true. I hope we do see them this season because, like I've said, those of you guys who have not read the books, there's not a lot of characters that are darker than cannibals. Cannibals are about as dark as you can get. It doesn't get much worse than that. That's about as dark as you can get. So I really hope that we are going to see them this season. And we have 8 episodes left, which is a long time to spend in a zombie apocalypse without any kind of villain. Now, that said, I do see it possible that they could drag out this everybody separated storyline for a while. I mean, when you consider the amount of characters we have in the group, right, Rick's group, and the amount of different, locations they're in and how separated they've actually become to the point where you have like a lot of groups of 2 pair. You have Rick and Carl. You have Daryl and Beth, at least from the last sneak peek, it looks like they're alone. You have all these different groups that are separated up into very splinter groups, and when we'll eventually see them come back together, 8 episodes sounds like a lot, but we could possibly see them take that storyline and play it out for the entire rest of the season, and then maybe have the Hunters appear in the final episode, something like that. I think that's kind of what I would actually prefer. Even though I want to see the Hunters as soon as possible, I can't wait to see them. I'd like to see them bring in some new villains in the Walking Dead television series. I mean, we had the governor. He's the same as well, not exactly the same, but there are a lot of differences, but he's from the comic book series. The hunters are going to be from the comic book series. So in the meantime, maybe we can see some other new characters come in that, as Rick's group's so separated, that they can face off against. So I'm hoping to see that, and maybe the hunters make an appearance in the finale, let's say, or something like that. And then, of course, in Season 5, have them be the main concentration. Because they're characters that in the comic book series, I felt like really could have been used more. But what happened with them was resolved pretty quickly. I think it was only a couple trades or a few trades. They weren't around nearly as long as the governor. So hopefully we see some other villains in between, I think, and then see eventually the hunters come in Season 5, I think. That's what I'm hoping. Now, if they don't go that route and they just bring them in, pretty quickly, like within the next 4 or 5 episodes, then the last 3 or 4 episodes we could see in Season 4, of course, would have them in it and would be really exciting for the finale. So I'm hoping that they kind of, I guess, maybe bring them in a little bit, but I hope there's other things going on too. It does seem like we're going to see a lot of concentration on the zombies again as well too. So let me know what you guys think about the different options here. Possibly not even having a villain, just having like zombies and group separation be the main story for the rest of the season. Having some new villains, which I think would be fresh and really interesting to see, and then get to the cannibals or the hunters when you're ready in Season 5. Or do you want to see the hunters right away? Right after, like as soon as the group meets up with Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita, those 3 from the comic series. See the hunters maybe around episode, 12 or 13, something like that, and for the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys think. Those are kind of my thoughts in terms of which way I do think it will go. I think they're going to stretch it out a bit. I don't think they want to run through the comic book series that quickly, and catch up. And if they include some other villains and some other things that are happening before then, they could delay the hunters until Season 5, I think. Because with where we're at right now, 8 episodes, it seems like a lot. But it could probably go through pretty quickly if you have a lot of other things happening and new characters, right? So those are my thoughts. Anyway, pretty much all I got to say for this one. Let me know what you guys think about the next villains for the Walking Dead television series. Are you hoping for the hunters? Are you hoping for just straight up zombies the rest of the season? Or new villains? And which one do you think they'll choose? Write in the comments below. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.